Good, y'all. Stevie B in the building. Another mock draft Wednesday, Dynasty mock Superflex. About to start in about 15, well, not even now, about 12 minutes or so. We've got landing spots for some of these rookies. We are including the rookies in here. Let's pull that up and let's go over who went where or who's going where here. We got CJ Stroud to the Panthers. So CJ Stroud comes off first, goes to the Panthers. Bryce Young to the Texans. Will Levis to the Colts. Bijan to the Lions, which is surprising. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but we'll see. Anthony Richardson to the Titans. JSN to the Texans. So they go JSN and Bryce Young team up for the Texans there. Quentin Johnson going to the Packers. I've been seeing a lot of wide receivers going to the Packers. Finally, after Rodgers leaves, they decide they want to possibly grab a wide receiver now. You're in there. All right, perfect, Marty. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let's see who else goes. Where's Zay Flowers goes to Baltimore. Jordan Addison goes to Minnesota. That's actually a really good spot for Jordan Addison. Michael Mayer to the Cowboys. Okay, they lose Schultz. They wound up taking Mayer. That's a good spot for him. Kincaid to the Bengals. Another awesome spot for the tight end. Jameer Gibbs to the Saints. Like that, they got to replace Kamara. How do you replace Kamara? Then a carbon copy of Kamara, basically. See what we got in round two here. Where we at? Where we at? Jalen Hyatt goes to the Seahawks. Early round two. Mingo goes to the Steelers. Mingo's been climbing up draft boards, but I don't particularly have him climbing up myself. Sam Laporta to the Seahawks. Cedric Tillman to the Chargers. Anybody going to the Chargers, I mean, it's going to be a good spot. Luke Musgrave to the Lions. Okay. They got to replace TJ Hawk, right? Darnell Washington to the Bills. Okay. Him and Knox. Andre Miller to the Bears. Yeah, they're gonna need running back help now. We've got Hendon Hooker to the Broncos. Okay. In the third round. Charbonnet to the Rams. There you go. All your K Makers fans feel it. I heard after that one. Xavier Hutchinson to the Titans. Okay. Kraft to the Packers. Josh Downs to the Colts. Colts building up some wide receivers. Stenson Bennett to the Lions. Okay. Okay. Max Dugan to the Vikings. Mike Evans to the Cowboys. There you go. Now he joins Tony Pollard. Who's falling to the Panthers? A Chain to the Chiefs. That's a good spot for A Chain. Some smaller guys. So he kind of fits in. It fits in well to be like that McKinnon. How they were using him. And then Keishon Boutte goes to the 49ers. There's actually more rounds here. Usually I just use the first three, but it's just we got about 10 minutes anyway till we start this bad boy. See who goes round 4 and 5 here. Tyler Scott to the Patriots. He's a sneaky guy that's been climbing up the draft boards a little bit. Sneaky late wide receiver you can draft. Rashid Rice to the Broncos. Kenny McIntosh to the Raiders. Okay. Chase Brown to the Browns. All these running backs are starting to come off now. Dontavian Wicks to the Falcons. Team Jarrett to the Patriots. Shoemaker to the Chiefs. Okay. Yeah, Kelsey is getting up there. So, well, Gray is a good guy to just sneakily stash on your bench. Cost you absolutely nothing. He's on waivers, most likely in most leagues. So if you can grab Noah Gray just in case Kelsey. No, I sound like shit. I feel like shit, y'all, but I'm here. Fuck it. Let's see what goes down in the final and fifth round here. Okay, Palmer goes to the Bills. Okay. I mean, it's just another guy with like great speed, but they need like a real wide receiver. I mean, definitely need somebody else. Demas to the Jets. Parker Washington, sneaky guy. I love Parker Washington. Carolina Panthers. A.T. Perry to the Saints. Sean Tucker to the Titans. I like that. I like Tucker to the Titans, especially with Derrick Henry getting up there in age. Tucker is a guy that didn't compete at the combine, so he's been falling down the draft boards. Great speed. Higgins to the Lions. To the Chargers. And these guys are most likely not going to be much, but you never know. Never know. Man, I mean, Nia Smith. Yeah, these are. Let's pull up the draft real quick. We are full. About to start in 5. And randomize that now. So we'll get what spots. We'll see where we're picking from. Did a mock. Was it yesterday? Yeah, I did a mock last night. Wound up in the number 1 slot. Team didn't turn out bad. I absolutely loved how I wound up drafting. But all right, boom, and we get stuck right in the middle at the 6th. That is that JJ, prime JJ territory. Prime JJ territory. I typically go after QBs in the first round if I can. Maybe I go JJ on this one, or hopefully he's there anyway. But maybe I do go JJ on this one and see how this team plays out. I'm just scared to not go QB. It's so hard to get a QB afterwards that you're better off just drafting them and then buying position players later because they cost too much. If you've got to pay for a QB, it costs way more than it does to go get a wide receiver or running back when you're in need of that position. So I love locking up the QBs. So it's gonna be a good one. Let's see. If JJ's there. I think we got to take JJ. Holmes, Allen, Burrow, and Hurts probably go 1, 2, 3, 4. Herbert, Trevor Lawrence. See now, do I go Lawrence or do I just take JJ? Say fuck. No, I just take JJ. And we'll see what happens from there. Unless JJ goes before me, then I'll take the QB. I don't know if I can let JJ slip by. Is looking like how we're gonna go. Do we wait on QB altogether? Do we just we have to take a QB in the second round? Let's see who falls. I mean, seen Deshaun Watson, Kyler Murray, uh, Tua fall into that middle late second round. Like people are waiting for some reason. Because of injuries, because of bad play last year. We can't have that recency bias because that's going to kill you. Dynasty, dynasty is all about taking advantage of values. And, when these guys' values are down right now, this is when we got to pounce and try and get these guys while they're going for cheaper than what they normally should be. I mean, what's changed for Kyler Murray? he got hurt. I mean, that's it. He's gonna miss half of the season. Maybe you can't count on him for 2023, which is fine. I mean, it's 1 year. I mean, it sucks, but we're talking about the QB position, which is the most scarce position, in Superflex. And when you've got, Kyler Murray as your second QB, and you've got Jalen Hurts or Trevor Lawrence or Mahomes or whoever it is that you have as your first QB, and Kyler's your second QB, mean, you're looking at an advantage every single week because your Superflex QB, Kyler Murray, is going against Kenny Pickett, is going against Jimmy G. You know, you have a clear advantage at the position, and that's why I always say just go get them damn QBs. I do have Herbert over T Law. I do have Herbert over T Law. Um, Herbert. Only thing missing from Herbert last year was touchdowns. I think he just threw a low amount of touchdowns, which was understandable because of the weapons that he had. Obviously, Mike Williams, obviously Keenan Allen, hurt for most of the season. So he struggled in the touchdown department, but he still threw for like 4,700 yards if I'm not mistaken. You know, he's shown, 2 seasons before that he could sling the fucking rock. He's a top QB. So yeah, I still have Herbert above T Law. T Law hasn't done what Herbert has done yet. I love me some T Law, but I like Herbert, especially at his price where people are a little bit down on him. Okay, so we're about to start this up in about not even a minute. Yeah, I got Herbert. Do you have T Law? Do you like T Law better, or do you like Herbert? And why, Marty? What you think? Because Herbert he's throwing for 5,000 yards a season. I mean, he's throwing for over 30 touchdowns. I mean, like I said, he had a little down year last year, only 25, but with the weapons and stuff, and he still finished as a QB1. I mean, just got to tell you something. Yeah, I love me some Herbert. All right, let's get this bad boy started. Get the sound out of here. Big trust. Where we at the 101 here? Typically, it's Mahomes. Some people do like Josh Allen. Goes Mahomes. That's how I have it. Here we go. Looks like everybody's in here too, so we shouldn't have any autos. It is 30-second clock, so yeah, exactly. They're in the same kind of boat. I just prefer Herbert by a hair just because of the experience that he has already and what he's be able to do. But yeah, T Law can absolutely take another big step. What we're expecting. That's what we're expecting. All right, Hurts. See, this is the spot where it's like, okay, whoever goes here, like I still have. So there goes Justin Fields. Wow. So Herbert is still there. Lawrence is still there. Like, can I seriously pass up Herbert here at the 1-6 and go JJ? Like, I can't. I can't do it. I can't do it. If Herbert's still there, can I still take JJ? Should I still take JJ? I mean, damn, this is rough. I gotta go with the QB. I have to. I have to go with the QB. Fuck. If Herbert was taken and it was just Trevor Lawrence or Fields there, maybe I'm most likely there. I'd probably go JJ. But I just feel like if Herbert's still there, I got to take Herbert. I can't let him slip past that. And that was a tough decision. Shit. Here's Jeremy. Let's see what he goes with. Maybe he JJ should probably come off the board here. I can't be opposed to going Trevor Lawrence though, but goes JJ. He wound up auto. He's in. I don't know why he auto, but okay. JJ. There goes Trevor Lawrence. Chase. There goes Chase. Chase fell. So Just tear up a bunch of young talent right quick. Then from there, it kind of starts cutting off for me. Well, Bijan at the 110. Okay. Bijan's been creeping up into that first round in Superflex. I mean, he's a top 5 pick in 1 QB. Uh, Right. So do we go position player? Do we go QB? Let's see. Let's see who falls because if a QB falls, loving locking up the QBs. Rather have Herbert and AJ Brown or Amon-Ra, JJ. Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of how I look at it. Like in the long run, it's like like I was talking about before, it just costs way too much to go out and get a QB. So I'd rather have to try and find a position player than find a QB. So that's why I lean QBs heavy early. Like, I mean, right now you still got like Kyler Murray's still there. Like Kyler Murray falls, like I don't know. I think I'm taking Kyler. I could wait at that point because no, not necessarily. Everybody else goes QB. See, there goes Dak. Yeah, I mean, how can I not? St. Brown is still there too. I love me some St. Brown. Garrett Wilson, who I've seen go at this 2.7 up here as well. But I'd rather wait on that and lock up the QB. So, give me Kyler. I know he's going to miss a little bit of the season, but I don't particularly care. I mean, look at what Kyler Murray's done. I mean, he's been a top 10 QB every single season. Obviously, not last year because he got hurt, only played in 11 games, but top 10 guy. We got two top 10 guys. I mean, be happier than that, really. And I'll figure out the rest. Figure out the rest coming along. Wow. Cheetah goes. I don't like the cheetah pick, but Bert, what up, Albert? Appreciate you stopping in, brother. Well, yeah, I mean, Cheetah, St. Brown. Let's see who falls here now. Let's see if they start going QB in this third. Whoever's taking wide receiver here, 'cause I'm not even opposed to going another QB. I really let's see what happens. I probably won't do that, but Wilson, okay. I can get one of T Higgins, ASN, Devonta, Drake London, DK. If I can get one of those, happy. Nada. Go Kenny Walker. We can go ETN. I don't typically like going running backs, but I'll take the value of it because those guys are just going to be valued way higher than anybody else up here after these receivers, at least for me. But Bryce is still out there. Like Tua is still out there. Like if Tua falls to me or even Bryce, like I may even be inclined to go that route depending. It goes Kenny Walker. Okay. I keep hitting that. All right, let's see what's happening here. There goes Bryce. Okay. That leaves I mean, Tua's still up there. There's no way Tua fall there's no way. These guys still need QBs up here. Joe Burrow, Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins. I love the starting 3 there. Josh Allen, Olave, Bryce Young, love it. Mahomes, Stroud, Kenny Walker, like that as well. I prefer wide receivers, but, I mean, Kenny Walker's a top 5 dynasty running backs. I'll take it. AT, wow, there's no way they're leaving Tua in here. Left Tua in there. I mean, I'd take Tua. I mean, the price of what Tua is gonna cost if he, doesn't get knocked out again and he gets the contract because they already, committed to that 50-year option, right? So he's guaranteed at least 2024. I mean, if he doesn't get knocked out or fall into the 3-6, I mean, don't have a wide receiver yet. or anything like that, but I can pretty much almost buy whoever I want with Tua at that point. But I'm gonna need Tua anyway because Kyler's gonna be hurt, the first half of the season. So it's a tough one. I don't think I've ever been in a situation where I've went 3 QBs, like, right off the bat, but hey, because if Tua continues doing what he was doing and is not getting hurt, like, Tua's up in this range here in, like, the beginning of the 2nd round, typically, maybe middle at, like, worst. That means I could probably trade Tua for, any one of these guys in this range if everything works out. But, yeah, I'll take the chance on Tua. Take the chance on Tua. Now I just gotta hope, one of these guys fall back to me here. Devonta, Drake London, I'm okay with either of those 2. It's like my main. There goes Devonta. Shit, I'm not gonna be able to. Najee. Yeah, there's no running backs here that I want. Teams that didn't have even a QB yet to be. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Addison goes to the Vikings here, so I kind of do like that. Who knows how long Kirk Cousins is going to be there though? That's the other thing. Do we go Pickens? Do we go Quentin Johnston? Oh man! All right, I had to make a pick real quick. Fuck, I took Quentin Johnston. I don't even love the pick, but I'll take the upside in it. I've got the QBs. Let's try and work from here. Let's try and work from here. I didn't love that, but let's get this figured out. Watson, Amo, Addison, Pickens, Judy. I love this year. DJ Moore is a tricky one. Ayuk, Marquise Brown. Deontay's a real sneaky, cheap guy. I mean, last year, wide receiver 30, PPR, 0 touchdowns, guys, 0 touchdowns. I don't know if that's going to happen again. There's got to be some kind of positive regression, right? So, Elijah Moore down here. Really got to scroll down. Elijah Moore, there you go. Wandell's a sneaky. All right. We've got Devontae Cups. Now some of the older guys come off. Jerry Judy. Damn. I should have actually went Judy. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. Fuck it. I don't know if I love or hate my NFC East flavor. Oh God, Sam, where's he at? CD Lamb, AJ Brown, Anthony Richardson, Saquon. Okay, I mean I love the first 2 picks, but the problem is going to be the QBs. Like that's going to be the issue, especially if Anthony Richardson is not like playing. There's still some guys still out there. Kirk is still there. Russ, Jared Goff. Jared Goff's I love picking up late. I could have waited and just not took Tua. Could have did that and then try to take Jared Goff for late. TJ Hawkinson, okay. Andrews, Pittman, Christian Watson. There goes Jared Goff. All right, so we go with JMO, we go with Jordan Addison. Uh went to the Vikings here. Do we go with Young and Pickens? Do we go with Marquise Brown, Trey Lance. Okay. Like JMO, he is still a damn risk, but let's take JMO. Let's take JMO. Where did JSN go? JSN went right after I picked Tua. So I would have went with either JSN or Drake London. I have in that era. I have him right above DK. Goes DeAndre Swift, Daniel Jones. So now some of those other QBs start coming off. Will Levis, George Pickens, Waddle, Pickens, Pitts, Gibbs, and Bijan. CD, AJ Brown, Anthony Richardson, Barkley. Let's see what he goes with here. Traylon Burks. Okay. Okay. Not mad at Traylon. I'm gonna have a crazy young wide receiver corps. Would have taken Hawkinson if he was there. Where were you at, Marty? Here you are, right? Oh, right here. Yeah, yeah. That'd have been a perfect spot for Hawkinson. Absolutely. I would have been looking for the same. Actually, should have went Hawkinson. I wasn't even looking at Titan. I wasn't even paying attention. I could have went Hawkinson here instead of Quentin Johnson. I definitely could have did that. I actually like that. I would have liked that better actually. Cousins, Stevenson. Okay. Go Dirt is still up here. Uh, they find with Michael Mayer. We had the good landing spots for Mayer and Joku. I love as a late pick too, and Kincaid. Right, Kincaid went to the Bengals. Mayer, where did Mayer go again? Was it the Chargers? Where did Mayer go? He went in the back half of the first round. Gave Flowers to the Ravens, Addison to the Vikings, Mayer to the Cowboys. That's right, Mayer to the Cowboys. In for a big, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Sam got him there. I thought maybe he could fall. Go with Marquise Brown. I like Marquise Brown as a late. Gonna do it. Pair him up with Kyler Murray. I mean, he was like wide receiver 7 when D Hop wasn't there. Not saying I expect Marquise Brown to be a top 10 wide receiver, but I mean, possibility. He could be a high end wide receiver too, without a doubt. There goes Javante. That's good value there for Javante. It's a good pick. I couldn't win that. Yeah, I could have went either JMO or Addison. I figured I'll take JMO. They're kind of almost the same because you got like a number one there already, right? You got St. Brown, you've got JJ. I think my biggest concern is just like Kirk not being there. And then of course JJ is the main dude. So like what happens to Addison after that? Where I'm a little more comfortable with JMO that I still think Goff gets the contract. I mean, why not, right? After what he did last year, if he does the same thing this year, I mean, wouldn't they? Pollard, go dirt. Could have went go dirt too. Because the rookies went to some nice spots, I'm okay with waiting on tight end here. Brian Moose still up there. Joku's still up there. Ridley, Kirk, Dotson. Ours went to the Ravens. I mean, Tony and Elijah Moore, I like. Where did Hyatt and Down? Where did they wind up going? Check out this round two real quick. Um, Hyatt goes to the Seahawks. Tillman to the Chargers. Musgrave to the Lions. All right, there we go. Mixon, Zay Flower. Oh, Charbonnet. That was a good pick. It's a good pick there. So now where do we go, right, at this point? Do we go Mari Cooper? Do we go Deontay Johnson? Rather go Cooper in that offense. Do we go Bateman? Do we go Tony? Man, we're going Cooper. I don't even love it. Sanders, Chain, Monty's still down there. I mean, these are. I just don't want to take running backs. Oh, I could have went with Fryermuth. That's what I should have did. I wasn't even. I keep forgetting to click on the damn tight end spot. We should have one come back around to us. Like I said, I'm okay with Fryermuth, Mayer, Joku, or Kincaid, any one of those guys. So let's see who winds up coming back to us. Might be able to wait a little bit more. Tony and Elijah Moore are two guys I want to target. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I should have definitely went. Like if I would have went Hawkinson in that middle of the fourth round, I would have felt so much better. But hey, I mean that's why we do mocks. That's why we practice. We practice doing mocks in different draft positions so that when that time comes and you are actually drafting, depending where you are, you've got some experience in kind of all the different slots. You've kind of got an idea of who's going to fall to you, what players you like. So, Pierce, Algier, there goes Purdy. I'm just not a big Kirk fan. Gotta have Tony ahead of Bateman. Elijah Moore, oh, that's sneaky. Wow, this is my pick already. God damn it. Go with Tony. I mean, I'll go with the upside. I mean, obviously he can't stay healthy for nothing, but at this point in the draft, that's like my wide receiver four. Like I'm fine with taking a chance. Fine with taking a chance. I don't feel like I want to wait on tight end. All of these guys got tight ends except for Marty. I was watching now, but Pacheco, okay. Yeah, I don't love Pacheco. I'm scared. Pinbone going zero QB. Is he? Yeah, I mean, still there. Mack is still there. Stafford. There's still some starting QBs. Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love, Desmond Ritter, Jimmy G. I mean, there's you can draft any way that you want. You can try different things. I don't have eyes going to no QB because you always wind up just spending the guys that you picked anyway to go out and get quarterback. So John Waddle, Pitts, Gibbs, Pickens, Ayuk. He's just grabbing like a really young squad like all over, and then be taking whatever QBs are there. So if he doesn't compete in the first year, and maybe grab a QB in, in next year's draft. I'm totally fine with losing the first season. Like, I don't care. If I want to win in the first season, then I'll just play redraft. So, I'm okay with not winning, the first season, just accumulating value for your team. So, a lot of different ways that you can go about it. Always just draft the best player available. Like, don't be looking at your lineup and like, oh, I got to draft a running back now. I have no running backs. Like, I got no starting running backs. I got no receiver type. Like, just draft the best player available. We'll figure out the lineup and what we need to do once we get closer to the season. We still have plenty of time right now. And Allen, J.K. Dobbins. There goes Bateman. Gino. Oh, it took take my guy, baby Gronk. Um, you got the Mayors and the Jokus, the Kincaids. Okay, let's go with your boy Mayor. Let's go with Michael Mayer. Okay to still wait. You still got some good running backs still up here. Okay, Miller, Gibby. I mean, love just grabbing these guys that aren't the starters for just way cheaper because they're still going to give you, they can still give you 10, 12 points per game. Like Gibby is like perfect. Like, love Gibby, especially where he's getting drafted. He's going to give you decent points regardless. Hi, Elijah Moore. I was hoping Elijah Moore made it back, but I don't particularly love this team I'm building tonight. I don't love it at all, but I would think I'd probably trade to a middle of the season, end of the season, or maybe even after the season, until he gets the contract at his highest point of value. Come off of that for some kind of top wide receiver, since I'll have Murray back. Brian Robinson, there goes Monty, Sam Howell, Mac Jones. Oops. Okay. What do we even? I don't even know. What are we looking at here? Joku. There's even one there. No. Yeah. I mean, we got Wandell, we got Sky Moore. I don't love like anybody left over here. Cooks is a good win now. Chain Evans. Evans wound up going and got it was the Cowboys, right? Yeah, he went to the boys. I'll take that, especially at this point. The young RB. I mean, sucks Elijah Moore win because I don't love anybody else here. I mean, I guess Wandell. What do we wait on that? Like, no. Let's go on. Let's go with the upside and Cowboys running back. Chain to the Chiefs is a good spot for A chain too. So where'd Bigsby go? I gotta remember this shit. It's into the Titans. Jones to the Colts is just a. I don't know if I love that. That's just a bad spot. Zach Evans went to the Cowboys. Deuce Vaughn to the Panthers. A chain to the Chiefs. And there goes Shinbone taking his QBs. He goes with Howell and Rogers. Yeah, decided to just wait it out. Geno, Jordan Love, Mike Evans finally goes. Nobody wants any part of Mike Evans. Scott, Rasheed Rice. Come on. Ace Brown to the Browns. That's actually a good spot. Ace Brown. Don't see where the hell was Bigsby at. Bills, Washington Panthers, Sean Tucker, Titans. Let's get into this second row real quick and see. Oh, there you go. There goes Tank. There goes Sean Tucker. Good fucking picks. Damn it. Sky Moore. Oh, Marty. You know, forgot you were picking before me. Damn it, Marty. See, at this point, like you're taking guys just with upside that can possibly increase in value. All these wide receivers that are left are pretty trash. Give me a chain. Give me the fucking Chiefs offense. See, like Gibby's still down here. I mean, you're not picking before me, so you can't rob me of Gibby, Marty. But Kendra Miller's another good one. Tajay Spears, Brown was the other one. McIntyre Stu's on. Marvin Mims. I don't love any of the wide receivers after like the top 5, 6 guys. I mean, even before that, after the top 3 guys, like I'm okay getting out. Be a couple decent guys, but after that, like when you get into like the second round of your super flex rookie drafts, like there's not much wide receivers I really want to take chances on there. Either take the running back or get out. Hey, Yos, what up, brother? Brees Hall for T. Higgins and a 2023 109 or a 2024 first. Um, yeah, I mean, Brees is like my dynasty RB2, so I definitely, think that you're getting at least T in a in a first. I'd prefer the 24 first because it's going to be a 109. I'd rather take the chance that that's a better pick in 2024. Love the guys that are at 109. I mean, unless you're in need of a running back at that point, you can see what running backs fall. Mm. What is your mindset on getting T. Higgins, or are you getting Brees Hall? I mean, what is the rebuild mode? Okay, rebuild mode. Yeah, I'd rather take the 24 first. Oh, shit, I'm gonna miss my pick here. Wide receivers left are just much upside really in any of these guys. I mean, you got Shaheed down here. There's a decent guys. I don't love it though. Stuck. So yeah, I mean, it's not a bad trade. The process is good. Just remind me, is this Superflex? Just let me make sure I'm clear on it. Is it Superflex and how many starters? Start 9, start 10, more or less. Let me make sure I'm giving you the actual correct information here. I was guessing it as Superflex, but I always pretty much assume Superflex start 10, but I mean, T. Higgins for me, he's a top 10 dynasty wide receiver. So you're getting a top 10 dynasty wide receiver. You're getting a 2024 first. Like, I mean, especially if you're in rebuild, like you don't have to make this move right now either. Like you could wait till the season starts and Brees starts playing and his value fucking skyrockets again. So that's another thing that you can do as well. And make sure you're shopping around. Like, is this something that automatically just came up, or is this like your last stop? You got the 101. Okay. Team start 10, have the 101, 106, 2 seconds, three first, 2 seconds, and 24. Dotson and Watson, top wide receivers. Yeah, what are you doing with the 101? Are you just taking Bijan there? What's your plan? Are you just going to take Bijan? Are you going to try and move down, maybe accumulate some more assets, especially if you're trying to rebuild? What's your uh, what's your plan there? Old shit. There goes Kincaid. I was wondering when Kincaid was going to go. He went to the Bengals, which is a great spot. Oh, what the fuck? I mean, fuck it. I guess I'll take Brandon Cooks. I feel like I just a bad. I'm not happy with my team. I'm not upset. Like it's not horrible, but I guess just initially looking at it because obviously I wouldn't be done. I'd be trying to make some moves, but yeah, that's kind of how it crumbled to me. See, now it makes me like I'm like fuck. Like I could have actually went JJ and wound up still with Kyler Murray and Tua. So sometimes you can take that chance, but how many times out of 10, if I waited, was that going to happen? Was Tua actually going to fall to me in the third? Like, Bijan, no one will give me what he's worth. Okay, yeah. I mean, listen, worst comes to worst, you take the best player available and you just deal with it from there. You know, people are going to want him once the season starts and he's doing his thing. So hold on to him for now. Like I said, even Brees too. If you got to hold on to him for now and wait for the value to increase, if you're not crazily happy with T Higgins in the 2024 first, I mean, like it's okay. It doesn't make me like, oh, like I got to smash. Except like it doesn't make me feel like that. So say QBs fell. Switched up my strategy real quick. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Well, you were able to, that you did it perfect. Like you read the board, you saw what was there, what was happening, and you decided to wait on QB. I love that you got, Jared Goff down there. That's a awesome pick, an awesome spot to get him. You were still able to get yourself two wide receivers and a running back before that. So yeah, I like it, bro. I like it a lot. And that's what I try to tell everybody. Damn, I'm not even. Wow. That's what I try and tell everybody is, don't go into the draft. Don't go into your draft like set on how you want to, your strategy on how you're going to draft this, your draft strategy, right? You have to adapt to who's on the board, best player available. You got to see who's on the board. You can't go in and just say, I'm going to take, QB, running back. Like I wound up taking three QBs. I didn't go in thinking that, but they just the incredible value that's there. I just felt like I couldn't pass that up, because of who's on the board. So you always got to, adapt. You got to read the board. You did it perfect there. And the same thing. Like I was looking at, okay, who's got QBs? Who needs QBs? Who's got tight ends? Who still needs tight ends? So then you can determine, like, okay, can I wait? Can I not wait? Muted. Thanks, Marty. My bad, bro. Fucking sick as fuck. Shit got me fucked up over here. But all right, so big trust went with Mahomes and C.J. Stroud, Kenny Walker, Andrews, Pittman. Great value with Henry and Sanders down here. Bateman and Wandell Robinson. Love the picks there. But yeah, overall, good team there. I like it. Big trust. Philip, Josh Allen, and Bryce Young, Olave, Judy, Hawkinson. I love the first five picks here. Are great picks. Tony Pollard, Dotson, Kirk, J.K., Geno Smith, Bigsby, Kincaid. Steal that late. Steal. I love it, man. Love it. Hey, can y'all hear me now? Am I good now? My bad, y'all. I was muted. I know I'm sick as fuck. My bad. I was trying to mute it as I was coughing. Y'all should be able to hear me now. Let me know if you still can't. So we good now. All right. Eternal. We got Burrow, Garrett Wilson, T. Higgins, Najee, and Christian Watson. I like the first few picks here. I don't necessarily love the Najee pick, but it's not horrible. Go Dirt, able to get the nice tight end there. Charbonnet, good pick. We got Kenny Pickett as a QB2. That's where I guess we're gonna struggle. It's just the QB, that QB2 position, possibly. Don't got a third QB either. But Keenan Allen, Mike Evans, take some of the older vets for some production for now. And then Tucker, Herbert, Elliott. I like it. But yeah, I like the first few picks there. Wilson, Higgins, and Watson, good receiving core there. But yeah, I think we went over yours right quick. I don't know if I was muted or not, but would have gotten Spears instead of Elliott, but was on auto. Yeah, sometimes that happens, but yeah, I got you, bro. I got you. I like the pick. I like the pick. Um, Marty, I'll go over your team again real quick. I don't know if I was on mute or not, but we spoke about most of it already. But yeah, waiting on the golf was all. What Waiting on golf was awesome. I love the first four picks there: Terry, Zay Flowers, Pacheco, Baby Gronk. I mean, I love getting Baby Gronk late. He's just such a steal. If I'm not mistaken, he's like the only. I think he's the only tight end in history with his first two seasons, 60 plus catches each season. They have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Coach Tip, let's see what we got here. We got Justin Fields and Trey Lance. Yeah, that's risky. I mean, I do like Trey Lance. I do feel like he's going to be the guy I've always liked, Trey Lance, but it is a risk. Like it is a risk. So he's got to be, moved down the board, and he's got to be taken as like a QB3. Like to take him as your QB2 is a major risk. Cheetah, Kelsey, and Adams. So we went old. Like we got some older players up top here. And I think that's my biggest problem with this team is that the core players are not, not necessarily young. Like you got Javante, which is a good pick. I mean, it's really your only guy. Like you don't have value going forward in the years to come, or to rebuild. So in 2 years when there's no healthy, when there's no Kelsey, Hill, and Adams, or those guys are kind of really falling off now, what is your team really going to look like? You're not going to get much for those guys in return. The value is not going to be there. So, you're not going to have a lot of value to work with to try and rebuild your team because you're going to have to try and rebuild this rather quickly. Team seven. Won't even let me click it, but okay. JJ, Dak, Eckler, Jacobs, Swift, and Chubb. Just a bunch of running backs early. That's Definitely don't love that. This team is fucked. Uh, that's yeah. I mean, you're gonna have to just move all these running backs to try and get picks or some lesser wide receivers. I mean, Mukbang, we got Trevor, Reese, JSN, Drake London. Love the first four picks there. Daniel Jones, love that too. So you got a nice core. Debo's on the sell list for me. I'm not on the Debo hype. But not a bad pick, especially there. Ridley, Rashard White, Elijah Moore. Love the Elijah Moore pick. Hendon Hooker, Matt Stafford. I like that you got that security at QB down here. Well, Ingram was going to be at least for the next year. You would hope they give him a contract, but he's getting up there in age. I don't know if they give him a contract after this year. We'll see. We'll see. Or maybe they draft somebody. Okonkwo, McBride. Um, God damn. Why does it not let me do that? All right. Chase, Watson, ETN, Devonta. I like the first four picks. I mean, Levis, you got Wilson, Mac Jones. So took a bunch of QBs to make sure at least you're covered. So I like that there. Godwin, nah. Pierce, Cook, Kendrick Miller, Joku. I love getting Joku late. One of my favorite tight end to draft late is Njoku. He's going so late in drafts, especially tight end premium. He's an absolute steal going down there. So if you don't get, if you don't get the Goldarts, the Hawkinsons, the Fryermuths, hits, you can wait and take Njoku really late because he's former first round pick, guys. The guy's a tremendous athlete. Watson should take that next step up. All right, Marty. Peace, brother. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you. Uh, Shinbone. We went no QBs. Wound up not going QB until Howell and Rogers down here. Bijan, Gibbs, Algier, Waddle, Pickens, Ayuk, Downs. See, the problem I have with this particular team is we waited on QB, but I don't feel like we capitalized enough wide receivers. Like we've got some great running backs. Like you got Bijan and you got Gibbs, that's awesome. But I think I'd want to feel a lot more comfortable in my wide receivers. Like instead of going Gibbs, like could have had Devonta or Drake London. I would have much rather loved that, especially if we're going to wait on QB. I want to stack up on my wide receivers. Worry about the RBs another time, but not bad, not bad at all. You've got the value at least. You got Gibbs, you got Bijan. You've got a ton of value. These first 4 or 5, 6 picks. I mean, you got a ton of value to work with, so you can always shape your team how you want it afterwards. But let's see what's happening here. We've got CD Lamb, God damn, CD Lamb, AJ Brown, Anthony Richardson, Saquon, Traylon, Jordan Addison, Carr, and Purdy. Yeah, the QBs are bad here. You got CD and AJ Brown. You got to hope Anthony Richardson turns out to what he's supposed to be. You got to hope Carr lasts more than one season. You got to hope that Brock Purdy gets the starting job again. Monty picked, Akers pick, bad. Komet, not too bad there. And then we've got Troy, we got CMC, Lamar, Diggs, Metcalf, Kirk. Not bad. I mean, CMC, that's just early for me, but Stevenson, so I love that one either. But Waller, Deontay, one of my favorite late round guys. Brian Robinson, Dubes, Connor, Sutton. So not too bad. Not too bad. Too bad. If I had to pick one team as the best team as far as value and what we got here, I mean, Eternal's got a nice team. Phillips got a really nice team. Oh, I like Eternals. Eternals better. Yeah, I mean, if I had to go with another team that's not mine, I do like Eternal. I don't love the Kenny Pickett, but we can't be perfect, right? We got to pick and choose, which route that we want to go. But I mean, good job for everybody. Everybody pretty much has a decent team, except for this team number 7 here is pretty washed. But other than that, guys, I mean, thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you. We're here every Wednesday, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, doing mock drafts, dynasty startup mock drafts, with rookies, with landing spots, so we can have some fun with it as well. So make sure y'all tune in on Wednesdays. We got our show on Sunday nights on our channel as well. Thursday nights we're on 420 Fantasy Hustler Network, so come check us out there. So we'll be there tomorrow night. We got some RB rankings and tiers that we'll be going over tomorrow. Um, yeah, appreciate y'all for coming out. Peace.